Okay, here's a look at NewAge H62S Freouency, which is their version of a legend scale Twincast. So here you could see the nice artwork on the front of the box. And the back of the box, you get the nice scenery with Twincast, eject, and steel jaw. Side of the box, you get your product images. Other side, same thing. Top of the box, you get that nice sequence of the transformation, and the bottom, more product images. So that's a look at the box, and here is a look at the figure. But first, let's go over all of the accessories. So first, he does come with his nice rifle gun, which is red, so this is more tune accurate. And we can just go ahead and put that in his hand like so. And he also has a pair of guns for his minion eject. So here you could see this is nicely sculpted and it's painted gold. But what's cool is you get two, just like the original G1 toy. So we'll put that aside. And we do get these speakers. These are now silver instead of the gold from the blaster version to kind of replicate that scene from the cartoon. And then we get a pair of alternate hands. So first of all, you get these open hands, which are cool because it does have a hinge on it. So you can articulate it, so it's like opening to grab or folding down like petting, you know, one of his pets. But it would have been cool if this black would have been red, so it would have been more uniform. But that's a look at that. And then we do get two pointing fingers, so you can get some nice poses out of these. And options are always good. So there's a look at that. And just real quick, I'll just show you how you can use these accessories. You just simply untab the hand, and then you can tab in the replacement. So here you can see what he looks like with the speaker blasting away. Or you can give him the alternate open hand that has the hinge attached to it. Just simply tab that in so you can have him opening his hand, kind of closing his hand, maybe grabbing something. You can get a lot of cool poses out of this if you want. Get some nice pictures out of there. And you also get that pointing finger, which, yeah, that's kind of cool. You can get some kind of cool poses and pictures out of that too. So that's a look at the accessories. And let's just go over the figure. So first, let's take a closer look at the figure. So look at the nicely sculpted head with the yellow face. Head is on a ball joint, so it can go look up. It can look down just a tiny bit. Can rotate left and right all around. And then his shoulders, you could see they can go out to the side. They can go forward and back. They do rotate at the bicep. There is a elbow joint that can go past 90 degrees, so a good amount of articulation there. And then the hand or the fist, you can rotate that. And his waist does have some nice tight friction, which is good. I mean, it's tight friction throughout, so that's really good. And you do get a ab crunch, so that's always nice. And then his hips, they can go forward, they can go back, and then they can also go out to the side without altering the shape, like deformation space blaster. And then the thigh, you do get thigh rotation, you do get knee bend, and the toe can go down a little bit and can go up a little bit, and you do get ankle rocker. So you can get a lot of good poses out of this. Good amount of articulation, and the tolerance is really great. Like I said, it's not too tight, not too loose, and it's throughout the figure. So this is done really nice. So now let's do this. Let's compare this with one of the animation models that you can grab and look online to see what he looks like. And nothing to point out, it's very accurate, just it's blue, not red like Blaster. So this is done really nice. And now for some comparisons, let's first compare this with the original G1. So I'm gonna have to zoom out so we can get the full view, and you could see what this looks like. Kind of cool. I mean, you have to remember this is an old toy, so yeah, it doesn't look as good as the newer version. Minimal articulation, but you could see what that looks like. And then for another comparison, you could see here's the legacy version, and yeah, it's okay. My only one issue is he has a black gun instead of red, which is more tune accurate. But you could see the difference between all of these. This one definitely looks better than all of them. Yeah, and you could see the back cleans up much better. But anyways, there's some comparisons with the other versions. I don't have the KFC because, you know, I was never really a fan of Twincast. But for some reason, I'm actually kind of liking it, and I think it's just because of the way NewAge sculpted and molded this figure. This one definitely looks a lot like the cartoon. Unfortunately, I no longer have my Sound Blaster. I had two NewAge Sound Blasters, but like many figures, I gave away to that same friend. Yeah, so he actually got two of my Sound Blaster figures, so I can't compare that. And that's one of the times where I kind of now regret doing that, because this I think would definitely look good next to Sound Blaster, but I no longer have it. But that's okay, because the main reason why I got this is for his two minions, Eject and Steeljaw. So let's take a closer look. So here you could see Eject, what he looks like with the Autobot symbol. So this is really cool. And here is Steeljaw, also with the Autobot symbol. So you could see what this looks like. This is really cool when you consider how small these are. And functionally, they do obviously go in and store in his chest. And you see how easy that is? Just easy to open and easy to take out. It doesn't get stuck in there. So yeah, I think this is done really well. I really like this a lot. So easily goes in, close it up, and now we have him in there. Let's take out his gun. So that's a look at those figures. And for comparisons, let's see. I didn't bring out the original G1, but here was Hasbro's first version of Eject, and a lot of things they do just don't make sense. I mean, they made this transparent, which it is kind of cool. The transparent is cool, but it doesn't make sense. And it's missing the Autobot symbol also. But what's cool is they did give us the eject that came. I forgot. Did this come with the Legacy blaster? But anyways, you could see they did fix that. So now we do have a more accurate eject. And then for Steeljaw, I didn't bring out the original. But here is the Studio Series version, so you could see that. Maybe I'll bring out the comparison again when I transform these. But there's the comparison. So now what we can do now is go ahead and transform these guys to the alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, to transform Twincast into his alt mode, let's start with the head first. Let's come to the back. Pull down this back panel piece. There's actually two of them. There's the big one and the small one. And then just fold down his head. And then we can lift up the small panel piece and close it, tab it in. And we could leave this down here on his butt flap, close that at the end. And then we can move down to the arms. The arms, straighten them out, and then rotate them inwards on both sides. And then you see the panel piece here. Just open that up and rotate the hand in all the way so you can close that, tab it in, and you could see the hinge just comes up, and then you can bring down his shoulders like so. And then do the same on this side. There's a little panel piece that you open up, fold in the hand all the way, so that will allow this to tab in. It doesn't tab in unless you fold it in all the way. And then we can use that hinge, bring up his forearm, and then push down on his shoulders like so. Then moving down, these two red pieces, it's only supposed to be one red for the alt mode. So here you want to just push in here and rotate this bottom piece up like so. So again, just push in so you can lift up that panel piece and rotate it up like so. And then you see his thighs, they do have some tabs you need to pull out. So kind of bend his leg a little bit so you can get your thumbnail in there to lift that tab up, and do the same on the other side. Bend his leg, lift up that tab like so. And then you can come down here to his legs. You want to bring down the handles on the side of his legs, and you could see his feet are turning, so let's bring them down all the way like so. And then the handles on the inside, it is on a double hinge, so you want to bring that out on both sides. And then once you do, here, this panel piece, you want to untab it, lift it up. It goes up all the way, but that's at the end. So I kind of use this to help open this piece up. So I kind of grab here, untab it, and then bring this out, open it up all the way, and then we can roll out all these panel pieces. And then this small blue piece, just open that up. And this gray piece, there is a little groove here for your nails, so you can bring that out all the way. Okay, and then do the same on this side. So use this little piece here to bring this out, untab it, lift it up. Use this to help you pull this, untab it open all the way, and then bring out these panel pieces, bring out that blue one and this gray piece also, like so. And then here we can push in those two little red pieces, this lower leg, and then we can now close his foot, lift his foot up, close it. Do the same on this side, push in those two red pieces. So we lift up his foot and then close that foot. And then here you could see now you just rotate with this panel piece in like so. So now this blue piece is extended you know, over the handlebar. Do the same on this side like so. Now you see this cavity here is for the arms to go in. So now you just basically just lift this up like so and make sure those arms are going to go in. And here I need to point it out, when you collapse this in, this panel piece here, there's a tab here and the slot underneath, and this doesn't go up all the way, so just take note it only opens up a little bit. But you need to just get that tab over, line these up, and then those tabs should go in on the back. And then on the front, you could see the little tabs on the bottom here. You bring these down for that slot up there. Just line it up, tab it in. Do the same on this side. Get that to tab in. And then back to the back. Now we can close these down, tab that in, and then this bottom piece, tab it in. And then last is the handle, and you need to just take note that this side is the one with the hook tab, this side is the one with the slot. So line these up, grab them close to the center, and just push up to tab that in. And now we have Twincast in his alt mode. Okay, here's a look at Twincast in his alt mode. And first, as always, let's compare this with the animation model. And nothing much to point out other than, you know, they did a nice job capturing the toon aesthetics. And it's basically just a blue colored blaster. So now let's take a closer look, and you could see all the nice details. You know, how nicely sculpted it is, how nicely painted it is. Some extra materials, the transparent red for the window for the cassette area. You can see all the nicely sculpted detail. The plastic's good, the die cast in here, there's just a little bit here and there. So overall, they did a really great job, just like they do with all of their NewAge figures. It's kind of like Fans Toys, but I always said, you know, I think NewAge is better than Fans Toys. But anyways, for some comparisons, wow, look at this huge guy. Here he is next to the original G1. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can get some room here so you could see what it looks like. Nothing much different to point out other than, you know, it's one's bigger, one's smaller. And then, of course, there's the Legacy, and yeah, you could see what this looks like. This just, Hasbro always likes to do their own thing, so you could see what this looks like. So yeah, that's a look at Twincast. And, you know, unfortunately, I cannot compare this with the Sound Blaster because, yeah, I gave 2 of my NewAge Sound Blaster to that same friend who got many of my Transformer figures. But anyways, this is still good. But like I said, the only reason why I got this was because I wanted to have these 2 guys. So now we can go ahead and transform these 2 and see what these look like in robot mode.
Keep an eye on that Ninja Consultant 6-shot for me.
Sure.
Okay, to transform Eject to his robot mode, this is pretty intuitive, easy, you could figure it out. But here, I'll just show you here. You want to take his feet and rotate them out to the side. And then you want to separate the front and the back by untabbing it. It tabs into his forearms there. Once you untab it, then you could bring it down like so. And then you could see you just need to bring down his legs on both sides. And then you need to rotate them so they're facing forward. And then up here, it's pretty easy. You just extend his arms out and you'll see the ball joints are facing the top. So now you just rotate them so it's down, and then rotate the forearm so it's facing forward. Do the same on this side, and then rotate that forearm. And then we can also now give Eject his one of his 2 handguns that they gave you. And now we have Eject in his robot mode. So here you could see what this looks like with the Autobot symbol. That's a little crooked. I might have to redo that. It's so small to, you know, really see if that's straight or not, but you could see. And don't really need to go over all the articulation because, you know, they do a nice job. It's on a ball joint, so it can go up, down, left and right, all around. Shoulders also on a ball joint, so obviously you can go forward, back, out to the side. Forearms on a ball joint, so it can bend up, rotate at the bicep. So it's pretty simple articulation there. But look at that. You get our waist rotation for this really small figure. That's really cool. And then the legs can go out to the side. They can go forward and back. And you do get a knee bend. And the feet, you do actually get tiny bit of ankle rocker, just a tiny bit. But man, this is so awesome for such a little figure. This is really, really amazing. So let's put him aside, and now we can transform Steeljaw. So also the same thing, really easy, very simple, and very intuitive. So first, let's bring out his legs. Just pull those back, bring these down, and then his upper arms, just bring these down. The only challenging part is trying to get all 4 paws lined up straight so they, you know, kind of line up and hit the ground. But once you do, then you separate these wings and then bend his hip area to expose that tail, bring it out, and then straighten that back up. And then back to the wings, you can rotate these around so they are facing the back like so. And then his head, you want to just rotate that around 180 and then bring out his head. And now we have Steeljaw in his robot mode, or tiger lion mode. So yeah, here now you could see what these guys look like. This is really, really cool. So let's do some comparisons here. Let's bring out the animation model, and you could see that they did a nice job. Let me get them up a little bit if I can. Like I said, trying to get the paws all lined up with the ground is the only challenging part, articulating it. That's good enough. But you could see, yeah, for such a small figure, they did a really nice job on these little figures. So this is really cool. So yeah, that's a look at Eject and Steeljaw. And for comparisons, yeah, like I said, I would probably bring these out. I didn't bring out my original G1. I mean, I'm not going to bring out all these figures just to make a review, but yeah, you could see what these two look like. Yeah, for mainline, I have to admit that these aren't too bad. They're obviously not perfect. I mean, you could see this was one of my complaints with the mainline. He doesn't have these painted gray like you can see on NewAge, and they didn't even give you an Autobot symbol up there. So yeah, little nitpicky things here and there with the mainline. And then with Eject, yeah, it's not much. Yeah, it is what it is. At least here they did give you the Autobot symbol. So there are some comparisons with the mainline. And now let me just tell you that these are the main reasons why I got it, because now I have the complete set of all of Blaster's minions. So now we have Eject, Steeljaw, Rewind, and Ramhorn. So yeah, now you could see what this looks like. This is really cool. And you bring out the Blaster, and now I have a complete set. So I'm really happy with this. And with this, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this now. You know, I don't think I could give it to my friend who got 2 of my Sound Blasters, but you know, I think he's gonna stay in robot mode, because this is really why I got it, just for these little guys right here. So yeah, this looks and feels really good to complete my set. So that's it. That's my review for the NewAge Legends Scaled Twincast with Eject and Steeljaw. Okay, to transform Twincast into his robot mode, first his handles. One side has the tab, one side has a slot, so that's important to know. This side has the tab, this side has a slot. So you push down here, lift up here. So grab close to the center, push down and pull up, and you get that untabbed. And then come to the back, and there are a series of panels here. So here, the outer panels, you could see there's a tab. Just untab that, lift it up just halfway for now on both sides. And then here, there's these panels that do tab in, but this doesn't lift up all the way. You just need to untab it to loosen it up. And then we come to the front, and here, this piece, you could see that black is a tab. You just lift up and untab it, and do the same on the other side. And once you got all that, you should be able to pull his legs out to the side like so. And if you're not, it's because I'm telling you that tab here, you see the tab and the slots underneath here, this doesn't open up all the way, so it might catch. So just pointing out what might make it difficult to open it up. So once you got that opened up, then you can extend his legs down all the way. And now we can come up a little bit more so we could see. And now we need to clean all this up. So extend his leg out. So now we could fold up all these panel pieces in like so. And then there's that small piece. You fold it down and fold it all the way up. Then you come back here to the front, and you bring down his foot, and then the ankle rocker, rotate it out, and those 2 red circles from the inside, push it out to form the bottom of his lower leg. And this handle is on a double hinge on that blue. So what you want to do is you want to rotate this down and in like so. Once you do, then you could fold this in all the way like so. Once you do, then you can lift up this handle. There's the tab and the slot. Line it up, tab it in, bring up his foot, and then this panel piece, you bring it down. You can actually have it up, but if you have it up, it's going to block the back of the knee joint, so it should stay down. So now do the same on this side. So again, you want to bring this out all the way, and then fold up these panel pieces, including that small blue piece. Fold that up and in, and then here his foot, bring it down, the ankle rocker, rotate it down, and push out his bottom of his lower leg like so. And then this handle piece, it's on that double hinge on that blue plastic. push it in and then close up this piece of the leg, and then this panel piece, bring it down and bring this up, tab that in, bring up his foot. Now we have the lower legs done. And then up here, the little tabs here, you just want to fold them down on both sides. And then up here on the hips, you want to push down on the bottom so you could rotate this. You got that red showing. Do the same on the other side, and that's actually correct for the robot mode. And then up here, the arms, this is very easy, very intuitive. So you could see that obviously the hinge, you bring this down, and on the side you'll see the hand, just rotate that out, then close that panel down. And then you rotate at the bicep so the arm's facing forward. And last, you just push his shoulder up. And do the same on this side. So here, just bring the forearm down at that hinge. Open up this panel to bring out his hand. Close that panel back up. And then rotate it at the bicep facing forward. And then push up on his shoulders. And then back here, you want to open up this small panel on the back, expose his head, bring it up, and then close that back up. And then this bottom panel piece, lift this all the way up, and you could see that just tabs in. And now we have Twincast in his robot mode. Okay, to transform eject into his cassette mode, first remove his handgun, and then start up here at his arms. Just lift up his arms and then rotate at the shoulder so the ball joint's facing the top. Do the same on the other side. And then also rotate these forearms so that the ball joint's facing the top on both sides. Once you do, then you can fold up his hands here until it looks like he's knocking himself in the head on both sides, like so. And then down here at the legs, spread his legs out at an A stance and rotate the lower legs in, like so. And then we're gonna fold up the legs. You see the blue joint there. Fold them all the way up, but you see the little tab and the slot in his hip. They just simply tab in. So do the same on the other side. Bring that double joint and get that tab to go into that slot. And then now we can bend at his hips, and you could see the top and the bottom half are coming together. And there is 2 tabs that go into the slots on the forearm. Just tab that in, and then we can rotate his feet in like so. And now we have eject in his cassette mode. Okay, to transform Steeljaw into his cassette mode, first we need to fold up his legs. Just fold that up and in, and his front legs, just fold that also up and in, and bring them together by bending his hips like so. And then his head, just simply push that in and then rotate this whole thing around 180. So now you could see the rectangle shape we're getting. And then open up his wings so you can fold in the tail all the way down, and then come back to the wings and rotate them around to the other side like so. And now we have Steeljaw in his cassette mode.